This is Inside Boulder News Special Report.
Hi, I'm Andrew Barth. Welcome to Episode 3 of our 4-part series on the city's capital improvements program. Over the past couple of weeks, we've been looking at projects that are necessary to keep the city's existing facilities and infrastructure in good shape. Deciding what to fund and when can be a difficult job because, like many households, the city has limited dollars to spend. If you missed any of our previous episodes, you can watch them on the city's website at bouldercolorado.gov/CIP or boulderchannel8.com. In today's episode, our tour guide, Comprehensive Planner Chris Meschuk, will head over to the city's Utilities Division, which includes the Greenways program, and the Downtown Commercial District. He'll show us what projects are being completed and which ones are awaiting funding. As you may recall, capital improvements projects are generally defined as projects of $50,000 or more that require spending of public funds for the purchase, construction, or replacement of the city's physical assets. Often these projects take place out of the public's eye. Nonetheless, they are still necessary to keep Boulder running safely and smoothly for all residents and visitors. Chris, thanks again for joining us.
Andrew, thanks for having me back on the show. The Capital Improvements Program for the Utilities Division of the Public Works Department includes all of the water, wastewater, stormwater and flood management facilities, projects, and programs. In addition, the city's Greenways program is housed within the Utilities Division. Funding for the Utilities Division Capital Improvements Program comes primarily from monthly utility fees that are charged to the city's utility customers. In addition to these fees, significant revenue sources include plant investment fees from new development or redevelopment, hydroelectric sales to Xcel Energy, and grant funding from federal and state agencies. The Greenways program is an interdepartmental effort along Boulder's creeks and tributaries that protect wildlife habitat, enhance water quality, and manage drainage and floodplain areas. These greenways also are used as alternative transportation routes for pedestrians and bicyclists. Greenways projects are funded from 3 sources: the Transportation Fund, Stormwater and Flood Management Utility Fund, and the Lottery Fund, which is money received from the state proceeds on lottery ticket sales. Many Greenways projects are being designed and constructed in conjunction with major flood or transportation improvements. Greenways projects that are proposed for funding between 2011 and 2016 include a flood mitigation project on Wonderland Creek from Foothills Parkway to 30th Street, a high-hazard flood mitigation project along the Crestview Underpass at Upland Avenue and 19th Street along 4 Mile Canyon Creek, and another project along Wonderland Creek at 28th Street. As many residents know, some of the city's most beautiful assets, such as Boulder and other creeks, also present potential flooding threats. The city believes in being proactive in trying to mitigate these concerns, and these projects are some of the ways engineers hope to address them. Over the next 5 years, the Utilities Division is planning a project to replace water meter transponders to ensure accurate billing for water usage, new electrical controls, switchboards, and water pumps at the 75th Street wastewater treatment plant, and rehabilitating the Chautauqua water storage tank with a new liner and roof. These ongoing maintenance projects reduce the need for costly repairs in the future and maintain consistent and reliable water delivery to our customers, as well as safe treatment of our wastewater. Few projects in the city are as visible as those that occur in downtown Boulder. Funding for these projects in the downtown area is provided by the Central Area General Improvement District. This is a general improvement taxing district created in 1970 to provide parking and parking improvements downtown. Properties within the district boundary pay a special property tax specifically for public parking. Some of these funds are used to maintain the infrastructure and amenities downtown, including the parking structures and features on and around the Pearl Street Mall. In addition to these funds, the Parks and Recreation Department uses their budget to manage the primary maintenance of the Pearl Street Mall. In 2011, the city hopes to continue enhancing the amenities around the downtown area, including the replacement or refurbishment of bike racks, benches, and trash receptacles. A downtown improvement plan is being developed to identify and prioritize these improvements, starting with the area along 13th Street where the Farmers Market is held, and 15th Street from Canyon to Arapahoe. Another component of the improvement plan is to develop an ongoing maintenance program for the amenities on the Pearl Street Mall constructed in 2002, such as the pop jet fountain, shade structures, and kiosks. While these improvements are relatively new, an annual funding project is proposed to begin in 2011 for these types of needs in downtown, which currently have no ongoing maintenance funding. The city recognizes that performing regular upkeep on attractions such as these can save money that would have to be spent later if they were left to deteriorate. Another significant project that will be finished in 2011 is major maintenance to the 5 downtown parking structures. Built between 1979 and 2004, the city's parking structures are valued at over $56 million. Beginning in 2008, the city began a $4 million renovation and maintenance project. To date, we've completed structural repairs, crack sealing, and lighting replacement at the 11th and Spruce Garage, renovations to the entry and lobby at the Randolph Center, and waterproofing at 1000 Walnut. In 2011, we're proposing to spend a final $1.2 million for the project. This will include work at the entry canopies at 11th and Spruce and RTD garages, improvements to the exterior of the Randolph Center, and the final painting and signage improvements, including the expiration of variable messaging signing between garages. Andrew, the downtown area is the main focal point for our city, and as you can see, lots of planning and work is being done to make sure it remains one of our greatest attractions.
Thanks, Chris. That's all the time we have for this edition of Inside Boulder News. Don't forget to join us at the same time next Friday as Chris takes us on a final tour around town. Next week, we'll see what's happening with the capital improvements programs for the Parks and Recreation and Open Space and Mountain Parks departments. If you missed an episode or would like to watch this one again, you can see the entire series on the city's website. Just visit bouldercolorado.gov/CIP or boulderchannel8.com. Remember, you can connect with Inside Boulder News on Facebook by submitting news tips and questions. Just search for City of Boulder Channel 8. That's it for this edition of Inside Boulder News. I'm Andrew Barth.